Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable.
What are you on?
Can I get the dash? Can I catch me broke? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me woke? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard.
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time.
I don't know.
I'm
about to post it right now.
Massachusetts. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the San Francisco 49ers.
I just posted it. I don't know. Yeah, I posted it.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Of course, everybody want to come out 3 wide receiver shotgun. Everybody's trying to play like that.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And taking it across midfield and inside.
Is he a new user or he been in the league?
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
57, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right.
He can't throw outside of the. Oh, nah, that's right. Y'all don't have that rule. I'm like, yo, I'm not expecting this nigga. This nigga just ran straight back and literally ran to the sideline and threw that shit out of the pocket, bro.
I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you
outside of the numbers. Definitely, yeah.
So everyone's adjusting their
I keep
routes,
forgetting, yo. I've been so many fucking leagues. I be losing track of the rules.
for the completion.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Let's go. Check 4, check 4.
On 1st and 10, Stafford being chased out left.
Now he trying to cheese. Now he cheesing, bro. The fuck? This nigga just sat outside the. Come on, man.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the
Nigga sat right
quarterback.
outside the fucking pocket. Who's this fucking quarterback he running around with like that, bro?
So a critical mistake roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Save. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Buying time.
Come on, yo, he got Stafford. How the fuck you get Stafford? This nigga really running with Stafford, bro?
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
That's the score. Patriots.
All right.
49ers nothing.
All right.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well up.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go. Check, check. Get the ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when you talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Jacob Hollister. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Stafford flushed out right. And this one,
This nigga just trying to run around and throw the ball. It's cheesy shit. I got you, bro.
hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. 27-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
7.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give to Burkhead on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Stafford. Steps away to his left, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, My list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it win.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dietrich Wise, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, he'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. I'm coming up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Got his man, that's Harry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Garoppolo on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Mostert, and that'll hurt up the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't care what you is. They can't get none of this.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford flush to his right.
Oh, he's doing cheesy ass shit, bro. Like, that shit corny as hell throwing outside the numbers, bro. That shit cheesy as hell, boy.
First down there on a pickup of 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. The best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
49er 1st down.
Here we go. Like 20, 21, 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Look at
And he
that.
almost
Fucking bullshit.
intercepted it.
Pick.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
At the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going deep here for Adelman. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Yeah.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
You got the same plays. There's only place he got that little short shit.
40 down at the 39.
Other than that,
Give him 10
trash.
yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. out, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
11.
Come on.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Oh, you lucky that nigga reached out. That was touchdown. Touchdown.
Mark short, so it'll be 3rd and about
Trash.
the length of the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield.
Sticking to the all-out blitz, bro.
On 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt
Got beached, though.
quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Eight yards on the return following a punt of
All that for 8
41.
yards.
And the Patriots take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
Got him.
And he's gonna have
All
to
that running
eat
around
this.
shit.
Down he
Cut that
goes.
shit out.
Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Got him.
And he's going
That
to go
bullshit.
again. Javon Kinlaw brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Looking for Harry.
No, sir.
He airs it out deep. That's going to be knocked away and
Dumpster juice.
incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Dumpster juice, boy.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Woo.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession
Let
will
him run commit
switch
this
hands.
time.
1st and 10.
Fuck him up.
The 49ers
Run commit, go ahead.
set to get this drive
Something for that.
underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Gain of 21
And a
yards.
nice gain of 21 yards.
21, 21. 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep him on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready? 12, fellas, here we go. 12, 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
What you
So
doing out
they
there,
hit
boy?
pay dirt,
This ain't no
but
high
don't
school.
count it yet. There's laundry
Oh,
on the
come on,
field.
bullshit.
We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have
Get
to
it right
dial
back.
that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red
Get it right
zone
back.
because things are a little bit more condensed. You gotta go back to the play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
This nigga just grabbed me through somebody. Come on,
He's had
man.
his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
The pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7.
No, sir.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly.
Give me that.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Here we go. Wait, Nick. Watch the screen.
This is Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it's much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the 49ers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.